School Phonics. All set? Let's chant together. Ache, ache. Ache, cake. Ache.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that everyone is exchanging their personal details, and it sounds like you're having a lot of fun. So that's very good. Is anyone willing to share any of the connections that you made? Was any pair able to make an association, a correct association? What was it? Which?
We said mom, and everybody said hard job.
Hard job. So yeah, mom, hard job. Any other correct associations that people were able to make? Yeah.
Coffee and donut.
Oh, coffee and donut. Perfect. Right. Maybe if I said cafe, what would everyone probably say? Okay, very fun. Starbucks. I was thinking Starbucks. Sure. Okay, any other associations? No? Okay, anyways, I hope you enjoyed that, and maybe you can use it as a fun icebreaker, because it's always fun to sort of get inside someone else's head, right? So anyways, that's why I like it. So hopefully now that we're all on the same page, I'd like to get into School Phonics now, because I think we have quite a lot to do in the amount of time we have. So I want to, yes, you can take out your books, sure. So first of all though, I'd like to look at this series from sort of a general perspective. This is why I have this imagery of the clouds. By the way, is it better if I turn off the lights here?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's better? Okay. Good. So, yes, first of all, I want to take sort of a general look at School Phonics from like up in the clouds, so to speak. And then later we're going to come down to earth and be a little bit more detailed. We're actually going to walk through the book, look at some pages, and do some activities along the way. Okay? So, first, I'm going to introduce the series using this concept called word cloud. If any of you have attended some of my past seminars, you're probably familiar with this concept. Is anyone who's familiar with this? Only a couple. Okay, but that's all right. So word cloud uses the same concept as the game show Jeopardy. If anyone's familiar with that from the States, where to answer the question, you have to give a question. So the answer is given to you first, and you have to answer by asking a question. Okay? So I've put up various pieces of information about the series here within this cloud, and you have to guess what it relates to about the series by asking a question. So here, first at the bottom, all of you can see that, it says June 2018. What do you think this relates to School Phonics? How does this relate to School Phonics? Yes, okay, so for example, you could ask, when was the series released, right? So I'm pretty sure you're all aware of that, but I just wanted to make sure that everyone knows this is a new series, right? From eFuture, just came out this month, so yes, it's very new. And is anyone familiar with the other phonics series from eFuture? Speed Phonics, Smart Phonics, EFL Phonics, right. So, right, this is the newest edition in that series of phonics books. Okay? And hopefully it's the best because it's the newest. Anyways, we'll find out, we'll see. So, next piece of information about School Phonics. A1, what do you think this relates to? Yes, which level of students can use this book? Perfect. Or, okay, what is the CEFR level? Okay? So, for any of you who are not familiar with the CEFR levels, Okay, we have A1 at the bottom, basic users, and of course C2 at the top. So there are 6 levels. School Phonics is at the bottom. Phonics is a foundational skill. Okay, so of course it's going to be at the beginning, at the bottom. And I should note here that it's actually pre-A1. It's not even A1. So it's even lower, basically, than normal A1 books. Okay? So that's the level. Next. 4. Yes, very easy. How many books are in this series? So, like, unlike Speed Phonics, which has 3 books, EFL Phonics has 5, School Phonics has 4, okay? And you can see them all up here. So, the student book includes a student book, readers, which you can see at the back of your book, if you just want to bring it out just to see for yourself. There's a readers in each book at the back, and then a hybrid CD, okay? In every book, of course, which has audio tracks and digital content. Then there are, of course, 4 books, 1 workbook for each student book. The workbooks for School Phonics are sold separately. There are pros and cons to that, but it is what it is. Anyways, and then the app, okay? Of course, there is content from each book on the app, and the app will be available very soon. But I will, hopefully at the end, just kind of demonstrate the app for you and show you what it's like. Okay, and yes, teacher's manual, of course, there's a teacher's manual for each student book, and I was actually mostly involved in writing the teacher's manual, so if parts of this presentation are sort of biased towards the teacher's manual, that is why, okay? And the teacher's kit, which I should show you here. Oh, you have it. Okay, great. So the teacher's kit is essentially all of the information, all of the content on the 4 teacher's manuals condensed into one resource, okay? So that's why it's a one-stop resource, okay? So it's the same material, but it just brings it all together into one DVD. Okay, moving along. Next bit here, 12, 2 lessons each. What do you think that represents? How many lessons? Not lessons, well, basically units. Okay, sure. Basically the same thing, but there are 12 units in each book, okay, and they're broken down into two lessons. Sorry, so there are 24 lessons in each book, okay? So yeah, just the scope and sequence. I just want to point out that there are 12 units, and here's just an image of the syllabus, and you can see that for each unit there is 2 lessons. There are 2 lessons. Okay? So, last bit. Readers. It might be hard to put this into a question, but can anyone try?
The age of the student?
Not the age of the students. It's more related to a component. Okay.
The beginner?
It's like what is included with the student book. Okay, so there, like I said earlier, there is a reader's booklet in each student book. Okay, that comes with each student book. Yeah, that one. And it's titled Readers. Yeah. So these are the 4 readers that come with the series. So this is, of course, Readers 1 that you have there, Readers 2, Readers 3, and Readers 4. Okay, so these are, okay, each reader then contains a set of stories, right? So readers 1 has 3 stories, 1 story for each review unit, okay? Then readers 2, again, 3 stories. Readers 3, that comes with student book 3, only has 2, because actually there are only 2 review units. And then lastly, readers 4, again, 3 stories. So a total of 11 stories. All right? So as you can see here, I just want to point out again that each reader's story is connected to each review unit in the book. So this first reader's story is going to cover targets from Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3, okay? And then of course, readers 2 is going to cover targets from 5, 6, and 7, etc. So it just gives more opportunities for consolidation and for students to kind of experience and work with these targets in a different context. Okay? So, of course, maybe if some of you were at Future Day or something, you might have seen sort of the headline, curriculum correlated. So they're obviously correlated with the curriculum in the student book. So you can see here, you know, elephant, ants, bats. Again, these are all targets that were covered in those previous 3 units that this story covers. Okay? And there are lots of readers' activity sheets. I think this is one component or element of School Phonics that maybe is a little bit unique compared to other phonics series of its kind. So there are lots of readers' activity sheets, and I hope to actually do some of those with you today so you can kind of get a real feel and appreciation for what they are and maybe how you can use them with your students. So make your own flashcards. We're going to try to do that today. I want to do a little activity where you're actually going to get out some glue sticks and stuff. There are playlets, okay? So students can turn the stories into their own play, little like their own dramatic play. And there are like stick puppets that we're also going to try to make. Okay, and my storybook. So we're not actually going to do that one. I was thinking of doing that with you, but I don't think it's going to be possible with this larger group. But anyways, I will pass around some samples, and you can just take a look at that just to see what students can make in their classroom. Okay, so that was the sort of general overview in the clouds, if I can use that imagery again. But now I just want to show that we're coming down now to Earth, and I want to dive into a little bit more detail with the book and actually walk through it with you, okay?